So, top news, the most expensive painting, like modern art ever sold at an auction. It's top news, and what I do here on my channel, I talk about the top news, but I do it in relation to my own predictive drawings. I make drawings of the future. That's the easiest way to explain this. Okay, so here we see another example of what I was drawing to be. It is kind of leaking into to the top news. And how is that? Well, it is the same auction as the most expensive modern art ever sold. That very same auction, they also sold the golden toilet, okay? And so if you look here, you see that they even begin the article with mentioning the toilet, the gold toilet, you see. So this article about the most expensive, I'm repeating myself because I'm trying to show you that this is significant, okay? The most expensive modern art ever sold, ever, happened at the same time as this toilet. And I made this predictive drawing and I showed you, you see, today is November 19th. And I, on October 31st, I made this absurd statement. I said that I would talk about poop eating, and that's just so absurd. I told you I'm going to talk about poop eating in relation to the top news. And here we see something that resonates with poop, at least. Okay, so so this is significant. So what I'm doing is actually I'm just trying to show you the data, which is, what is the data? The data is the top news, okay? The top news is a measurement of significance, which means that, this is popping up in the top news. They even mention the toilet first, and then it becomes the most, you could say that auction was very successful. It was very successful. Yeah, because why, And I would argue that it's because the toilet was there, even if the toilet wasn't, sold at such a high price. It had only one bidder. But what I'm doing here on my channel is to actually, I don't know exactly how to explain it, but there is something within this drawing that I'm doing that connects to many minds, which makes them unconsciously like this subject. And so what does that mean? It means that suddenly something successful, suddenly suddenly people earn a lot of money, for example, as it was in this case when they had the most expensive work, modern art ever. you know, this means, it basically means money, you know. And so what happens is that there is some kind of unconscious preference, which makes things better in some way. I don't know exactly, but what I know is that I'm able to pinpoint before in time when things are going to be significant. It's some kind of it's a mixture of understanding the human condition, you know, and also logic and so on. But in this case, with my drawing, this is an absurdity that I did, right? This is absurd. So when I told you that I'm going to talk about this, I'm actually taking a huge risk in doing that, because yeah. But as you saw in my videos during November so far, I managed to do quite all right for my presentation. That yes, this is top news. Yes, this is the world that we are living in. That there is something, yeah, and it is, yeah, it's simply significant, you know, that it's the most expensive modern art ever being sold at the same auction as the golden toilet, I mean, and the toilet was mentioned first. So yeah. So I also want to end by saying that I will speak to John, and he has accepted to do the next drawing, and he will do that today if everything is all right. Everything goes fine, you know. He will, you know, I'll tell him the motif, and he will make the drawing. He is going to be the artist this time. And I'm going to talk about his drawing for the for some time after he made that, right? I'm going to talk about his drawing and connect it to the top news again. So yeah, and yeah, that's it, you know. So you just have to use your logical thinking here, actually, and realize the significance of what I'm saying here, that, you know, it is quite significant that it's the most expensive modern art ever sold, you know. That's significant. And yeah, it connects to this, and you know, same auction as the toilet, and you know, it's super it's obvious this, okay? So I'll leave links to the articles, and yeah, I've had much to say about this subject. And yeah, I mean, as I said, this is what I did here. It's an absurdity, and I'm just telling you that I feel that I succeeded in talking about this subject, even though it is so absurd. Like, this is super absurd. I think that I managed to to show that this is in the top news. And in this case, it's just about the toilet, right? But I talked about Kim Kardashian in relation to oh damn, I muted myself. Yeah, so anyhow, next drawing is John. See you guys.